Vibras?
Cause we know the Vibras.
Welcome back to another episode of the You Know the Vibras podcast. This is your host, Michael Carrasco. As always, accompanying me, the one and only Juan the Don.
Yes, sir.
So we are back to our virtual scenario, the virtual
Virtual
programming.
studio.
Yeah, we like it. But I am gonna say, it was different being back in person, especially after such a long time. Almost not quite 2 years, but almost like a year and a half.
Just some change, right?
Yeah. And we're also back with we're celebrating today. We're celebrating 3 years of You Know the Vibras. So
Wild.
we got 3 years down the line. Been trying our best to bring you guys the best content possible. I hope you guys are enjoying. I hope you guys enjoyed the in-person episodes that we made. Let us know in the comment section which one was your favorite from the 3 episodes that we dropped.
Right. And well, first of all, about that, I'm sorry. Well, not sorry, but we gave you guys a lot of Dominican content, but it's just because la gente dominicana no apoya. You guys, show us love, and we wanted to, give you the content that you guys like. Now we're gonna go back to a little bit of more of a balance. You know what I'm saying? We could, if you like the Dominican content, let us know in the comments so we could keep giving you guys the content. But if there's any other things you guys want to hear and the Vibras, let us know. And we'll give you guys that. But yeah, 3 years, man. It's crazy. It definitely did not feel like 3 years. Went by really quick. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's where the phrase time flies when you're having fun. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. I agree with that 100%, man.
But yeah, I definitely is surprising that we have reached that 3-year mark. It's just like something that you wouldn't think, like I said, we were new to this. With no prior, with somewhat of experience on your end, but no really prior experience of creating content together and thinking of everything.
Right.
And, it's all God's blessing that he, gave us the intelligence and the knowledge to be able to come up with ideas for you guys and to be able to, be willing to come on here each week to give you guys that content that you guys want to see and that you guys support, as well. But I just want to give a special thank you to all of the, the Vibras listeners here in the beginning of the video. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate each and every one of you for showing us the love you do, the likes, the comments, sharing our videos. Every minimal thing that you guys do. Like they say, cada granito de arena. Every little grain of sand that you guys put to the podcast with the support, it goes a long way. And as you guys seen, the ball is starting to roll a lot here after we cracked 1,000 subs. And, God is in control of the podcast as he's always been. But more than ever, our faith is getting stronger. And we're going to keep going and giving you guys that content that you guys like. So I want to give you guys a thank you from the bottom of my heart. And it's only up from here, God willing.
And big shout out to all the listeners that have been here since day one. There's a few out there. Y'all know who y'all is. Y'all been supporting, giving us feedback on the back end as well, and just helping the platform grow. This man, when I say I don't do this for the money, man, this is something that we do for fun. For fun, we try to one gives people like a platform that they can enjoy, where it's not about listening to the negative things going on. But also about the positive things going on in life, bring you guys a little bit of our culture and how we were raised. And shout out to you guys for always sticking by us. Also, I think we also got to give a shout out to all the podcasts and some of our friends in the podcast and content creation industry. Shout out to you guys. You guys also play a major role in transforming the Vibras to what it is now.
Facts. That's facts. And I do want to say that keep in mind, right now the distance is a problem, but we are finding ways to, bring more content to you guys. And now with the spring and summer coming around, hopefully I want to take advantage of my time here in Chicago to be able to go out there and bring you a different type of content as we did before with the Vibras questions in the street. Hopefully I can get out there and bring you guys some fun content here in the spring and summer. Just missed, St. Patrick's Day. I thought I miscalculated. I don't know. Here is weird. Like,
it's weird, bro.
No. It's weird that I thought that people were gonna be out on the day of St. Patrick's, not the day before.
Right. It's
So
because the whole St. Patrick's being on a Sunday.
right, so that threw me off a bit. But yeah, shout out to Chicago, man. The nice green river that we had here had brought a lot of people back to the city. And it's actually crazy to see the river change. And fun fact, there's for some reason it's like a weird tradition of like
Mhm.
one person just happens to jump into the river the day of the dying of the river. And that's a bad idea because there's so many things in that river, you
So
know what I
many
mean?
chemicals.
Yeah, well, and apart from that, but actually, the chemical it's actually like a powder thing that they
Mhm.
put out there that's
It's
actually
like
safe. It's
yeah,
safe.
it's isn't it like kind of like food coloring, something like
Yeah,
that?
some sort of thing, but it's safe. Just know it's safe. And it's funny how I think it happened. I overheard someone said it that one time there was a like a pipe or something exploded or burst or whatever,
Mm.
and it had made part of the river green. And the mayor liked it at the time, and he was like, "Oh, I like this." And then they made it that's what somebody said. And after that, it became a tradition. It became a thing. He actually wanted to make Lake Michigan
Oh,
all a green, but
oh,
it's not
green.
realistic. That's
Ooh,
not
yeah,
realistic
nah,
here.
that's too much water right
But
there.
yeah, man, it was nice to see that in Chicago. Um, I never got to touch on Houston. My time in Houston, I was surprised that it was so
It's
cold down there, man.
different.
Well, it's different, but man, I was not expecting it to be colder than Chicago. That threw me completely off.
You know
I
what it
thought
is, man? And I feel like because as you guys know, we had a couple friends hang out with us that weekend as well. Y'all guys were expecting it to be super like warm, that your body was already thinking, hey, I'm going to warm weather.
no, it wasn't that. It's just that I figured that it being in the South, I thought it would have been at least a nice cool 60, 65,
Hmm.
70.
Nah,
But
we
it was
touched
cold. I was not
50s.
expecting that. Well, I didn't think 50 or it was like 40s. I didn't think it was gonna be cold, because coming from Chicago, I don't know. It was just weird and surprising to me. But shout out to Houston. It was a dope time, dope experience. But I love Chicago. I would say that.
You
So
love
if
Chicago,
you
all
haven't been to
right?
Chicago, come to Chicago, guys. Pull up.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I feel like both cities have a lot to offer when it comes to depending what you want to do. It just I would say for me, what I like about Houston is
Mhm.
that everything's a little spread out, where not everything feels like you know it's right on top of each other. That's what I
Right.
like about Houston.
Right. Right. But yeah, it was dope though. It was dope. It was good being back in person, like you said, and being able to vibe and to put content out there for you guys. It was dope to finally to be able to
I
do
know,
that.
right, man? After man, that long of a period, man. I think that
Yeah.
was the first time we saw each other too. Ever since we both moved through our respective cities, but it was good catching up in person. Uh, Now I do have.
Hold
I
on.
want to
Before, all
go
right.
ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna mention a quick quote
Hmm.
that I saw before you jumped into that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Go over the quote of the
Well,
day.
it's like an Insta, but keep your thought, please. But
Yes,
it was
sir.
it was like an Instagram post that I saw. But man, I just like the message that it's putting out, and
Hmm.
I think you guys would love to hear this, early in the week and during your week as well. And it's simply saying, appreciate where you are in your journey, even if it's not where you want to be. Every season serves its purpose.
Mm.
So it could be adversity, it could be highs, lows, happiness, sadness, any part of your journey that you're in, cherish it and understand that there's a reason that you're going through that storm. That's the reason you're going through that joyful ride. There's a reason for every season. So just keep that in mind and keep your faith high, keep your faith in God always, despite, you know, what you're going through, if it's good or bad. Remember to always pray on the good things and the bad things. Not what I'm saying, there's always a reason for these things, and at the moment you may not see it, but after some time you realize that some things happen for a reason, and as long as you take something out of it, that means you're looking at it the right way.
100%. I agree with that 100%. And then the other one that another thing that for you guys to keep in mind is that God has a plan. That's all I'm gonna say. Everything happens when it was supposed to happen.
Nah, facts. And to bounce off that, it's important to keep in mind that sometimes, a lot of us, we like to think that what we think it's right, but we have to
Hmm.
understand that what God has is better and bigger and always better than what we think. And we have to, trust the process, like we always mention, but it's so important to trust it. Because sometimes, like I said, in the time of, you don't understand why something can be happening, but later on you're gonna be like, okay, that happened for this reason. So
Right.
have short term memory and bounce back, and keep your head up and going forward.
I agree. I agree. So I did not forget this time. So this is something that's going around a lot. There's a lot of mixed emotions, and I want your take on Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul.
I was not expecting this, but um
Curveball, man.
I don't know, man. I'm not really a big fan of these celebrity fights, and it's just like
Hmm.
after seeing that they're not serious, and it's just like um they don't really have my interest. But I mean, if it was a serious thing, I definitely think Tyson, could get him up out of there. But I don't
Right.
know, man. It's just something about the celebrity, boxing matches that don't really, get my attention as it should, because it just seems like it's all a money grab, and it's something. It just seems set up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I feel the same way, and a lot of what I'm seeing, at least on social media, is it's a lose lose
Hmm.
for Jake Paul if he wins the fight, because we got to take into consideration Mike Tyson is almost 60 years old.
Right.
There's like a almost 30 something years of age difference, where people is like, if you win, if you knock him out, it's like, yeah, is you didn't really do anything. You're fighting a 60-year-old guy, and then
Right.
in the other hand, if he gets knocked out by Mike Tyson, it's like, yeah, you should give up boxing type of thing.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. It's just something that I feel like Tyson doesn't need to do this.
Hmm.
It just looks bad on some of these athletes when they just, want the money grab fights, and then
Right.
I don't know. It's just something that I don't know. It just doesn't really get my interest as much, but I kind of, understand why they're doing it, because they know people are gonna be interested in it. Some people, a certain crowd, a certain demographic. But I'm not really too pumped about it. I'll be honest with you. I don't even know if I'll watch it.
Yeah, now I'm on the same boat. It's like, man, it's like, whatever. But I mean, we'll see what happens once the time comes around. And
Right.
then I got another one for you. I do want. I feel like this one is gonna be a little more out there. So as we know, we have a big fight with boxing. As you guys know, I follow boxing. Juan the Don loves UFC, but we've been trying to do better off, keeping up with both sports. But what we've been seeing on social media is Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia fight. Uh, a lot of people think that Ryan Garcia is having a mental breakdown, just due to the things that he's been posting on social media lately, or the comments that he's been making, and his appearance during the press conference. I don't know if you've been keeping up with that, but do you have any opinion on that whatsoever?
Um, I don't know. It seems like something's definitely wrong with him. But there also can be some truth in what he's saying. Sometimes, like
Hmm.
there's always been like those guys, like they say in Spanish, the loco del barrio, like that. For instance,
Correcto, right.
like those people, like the people that no one really. How can I say this in English? Like
We don't really believe
every
him,
well
or
every
we don't really understand it.
well, yeah, well, every neighborhood has like some, they say like crazy, someone that, just speaks. But what I would basically want to say with this, like, there's always some truth to what they can say.
Hmm.
So basically, like Ryan Garcia right now, he seems crazy, but I feel like there's always some truth under what, they
I
say.
wonder what he's saying, right?
So, I don't know, man. I just hope that his mind is clear by the time the fight comes up, and he's mentally prepared. So it isn't an excuse if he were to lose. to Devin Haney. But I don't know. I try to stay away from boxing. It's just like I
I
don't
know
know,
you
man.
you
It's
you been big
well
into
because
UFC,
it's
man.
like it's just like boxing is just like there is corny, man. Like they have to make all this unnecessary drama to sell
Right, right,
fights.
right. Yeah, and like when you were down here, we watch Pereira. No, not Pereira. What's his name?
Topuria,
Tupori and
Topuria,
Volk
Volkanovski.
in the fight. And one of the things that I wish that boxing would do is, and it's been getting better. We've been getting some good fights lately, but in the UFC is like we have this guy is good, this other guy is good. Let's put him together. Let's make a big fight happen.
Right, right.
Where with boxing, it's been over the last, I want to say over the last like 10, 15 years, it's been a whole pick and choosing, especially for the elite fighter. You're an
Yeah,
elite fighter, like if we take it back to like the 90s, even early 2000s, you had the best of the best facing the best of the best. And it is what made the sport of boxing super exciting. And it's what's making the UFC super exciting because, and plus, there's a UFC fight almost every other weekend,
yeah,
and it's always good fights. Where
right.
boxing, we have to wait for these fights.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's something that I definitely praise Dana White on is being able to have that control of giving fighters options, but all the
Hmm.
options are good contending fights. So,
Right.
but in this case, Topuria was the underdog, and like you've seen this a lot, where the dominant fighter for quite some time is getting
Hmm.
off the throne because there's a younger, hungry guy always. And you could look at this in the job world and in real life, real life situations, real world situations, where
Hmm.
how like the higher ups always tend to be older and like
Yes. They've been
seasoned
around the block for a minute.
seasoned veterans, but
Hmm.
us as younger individuals and new in companies and stuff, it's always great to bring a fresh idea, but the best thing about it is that you're hungry and
Hmm.
just
So you
seeing
want
them.
to overachieve.
Exactly, and seeing what they can succeed, seeing what success brings to them, makes you want to get that as well. So it gives you that hunger, and like in the sports and then and everything else, you see how the younger guys always try to get where the older guys are, and or get what they have, and it's where it's good and it makes things somewhat competitive. And I feel like every time competition is a good thing to have in any situation because it brings the best out of everyone. And ultimately, that's what we want in a company and sports team or whatever is the best. So I feel like that's an important way to look at it. And always stay hungry in your process and always stay hungry wherever you are. Don't settle. I think that's very important. A lot of people tend to get comfortable in situations. I feel like the best thing to always do is to try to always break that ceiling and strive for more.
Nah, I agree. I agree. Yeah, and I like the point that you brought about fresh ideas, and especially when you have somebody new, and we're seeing this already with after Toporia won the belt, we are seeing a new side of the UFC
Oh
where
yeah,
we bring in the Spain.
yeah,
We put in Spain on the map when it comes to the UFC,
right,
where UFC is mainly dominated by a lot of people in Europe,
yeah,
and a lot of people in Brazil.
yeah. Brazil for sure. Brazil.
100%.
You got at one point all the African kings.
Hmm.
You had the three kings literally. Um, you had Ngannou, Usman, and Adesanya. But yeah, you see this a lot. Like UFC is definitely very diverse. But like to your point, the Hispanic side or the Latin side hasn't always been as strong as it should be. And
Hmm.
now with Opuria at the helm, basically,
Opens the door,
they open a door and they're entertaining a possible fight in Spain this year. It's crazy.
which I think is gonna be huge.
Yeah, and they're trying to do it at the Real Madrid stadium, which is going to be
Oh man,
nuts.
that's selling out. That's selling out.
Yeah, yeah,
But that you mentioned Ngannou,
yeah.
the boy got put to sleep.
And he
Sad
made
to
his,
see it.
but he made his money though. He made 20
He did
million.
make his money.
He would never see that in the UFC.
Right, yeah, yeah, because
Yeah,
they were doing the comparison between his highest earning fight
like
in
600K or
the
something.
UFC 600K,
Yeah,
on that fight, he made the purse that he earned was 20 million. It's
Right.
retirement money right there.
Yeah. Right.
Which I see. I mean, I see why a lot of these UFC guys are, especially when they're down, getting ready to retire. Like, let me take a couple boxing fights. If I get knocked out, I'm making, 3 times, 10 times what I ever made in a
Right.
single fight in the UFC.
It's crazy, man. Because I mean, UFC is definitely more combat. You're
Fact.
dealing with all MMA. So you got the wrestling
Hmm.
component, the kickboxing, the boxing.
The boxing,
So
yes.
it's definitely more stress on the body, and they're making less. So it's crazy, and that's in a lot of sports. You can even bring the comparison of baseball in comparison to basketball and football.
Hmm.
Baseball is not as
Entertaining.
well, no, not entertaining, but there's not as much as physical.
Right. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm
At least
saying?
as a, and I say this because I used to play it, and now I'm more of an spectator. From the spectator side, you don't really need to be fit or anything,
This man
right?
said spectator.
I watch baseball now. I don't play it anymore. I can barely throw a ball anymore. But watching it from as a viewer of the sport, it's like you really think it's like you really don't really need to do anything. Maybe some BP,
Well,
some
yeah.
field work, but as a player, it does take a lot of like you got to get strength and conditioning, gotta make sure you're flexible, especially depending on the
Mhm.
position that you are, and all the stuff that happens behind the scene.
Yeah. Now I think it's important because well, first of all, you mentioned it being not entertaining, but it's one of those things where a lot of these events, not even just sports, but
Hmm.
even concerts and all of these other things, it's always
Right.
better to see in person. Um
Yes, I
like for
agree.
instance, the concert thing. Like I didn't know concerts were so, entertaining in person. Like
Hmm.
because I'd always see them through TV. It's a weird Latino tradition where we watch concerts on
Watching the
YouTube.
Aventura concerts
Yeah,
during
Aventura.
Thanksgiving dinner.
I can first of all let's talk about you. Y'all know we haven't talked
Hmm.
about this, but Aventura is going on tour. Supposedly the final tour of
Hmm.
Aventura, and man, I'm excited. I got my ticket at the pre-sale.
Yes,
I'm probably the
sir.
biggest Aventura fan right now, man. I've been listening to Aventura nonstop. Um, yeah, Aventura is a very great group.
It's a vibe.
Let's just
It's a
say.
vibe.
But yeah, man, I'm a big Aventura fan, big Romeo fan, and going to that Romeo concert last year made me, want to go to another concert. And I was like, man, we said it. Whenever he goes on tour again, we're gonna be on the floor, like floor seats, like you know what I'm
Mm.
saying, like and
But
we
got
and we
money, bro.
nah. Nah, but it's just like one of those things. Like for the artists you
Right.
really
It's an
enjoy,
experience. It's an experience,
and
bro.
you're gonna know all the songs, and all the songs are gonna hit. You know what I'm saying? You just like, damn, like there's no misses. Like, cause like I said, at Romeo was 3 hours, no misses. Like everything was bang, 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 but like
Hmm.
fire. So just think of Aventura, like our childhood, like bro, all his hits. You know what I'm saying? Like I know
Right,
it's gonna
right.
be perfect, and we had to spend that. I mean, pre-sale was cheap, but they're reselling for good money. So I mean, it is
I might have to sell one of my kidneys or
man, you should have went.
something.
He's going to Houston, man. You got to get out of
Yeah,
your
I got
crib,
to I
man.
got to see
No, not
the
now.
thing
You're
is
gonna buy
is
the resale. It's over, bro.
yeah, 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 that's the thing because I have like a couple things lined up where man, I just if I'm being honest, if I'm being honest to you guys, y'all boy been spending way too much money lately. I'm trying not to, but I kind of have to. So that's why at least this year, one of the things that I want to do, baseball season is coming around the corner. I wanna see the Yankees play against the Astros. So that's one thing I got to do this summer. Also because over here we have a couple different sports. We have football. We have soccer, both women's and men's soccer. So I want to do experience some live soccer matches. That's something I always wanted to do, and basketball as well. maybe see if I can find a cheap ticket one night and just go and just
You're definitely gonna find cheap ticket. Nobody's watching the
Oh
Houston
yeah,
Rockets,
yeah,
bro.
100%, 100%. I just got to find the
Um,
time to do it, and
nah,
maybe
but
who knows?
basically, what I'm trying to get to is if there's an artist or if there's an event or whatever that you
Hmm.
truly know you're gonna enjoy, don't
I
think
would say
about the
go.
money thing. Just enjoy it. You know what I'm saying?
Is
Enjoy the
that is
moment. I personally, bro, Aventura was on my bucket list. Like Aventura, well,
hmm
Romeo was obviously on my bucket list, but Aventura is just a different type of
seeing them
Rome. You know what I'm
together?
saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's just something else, like the songs, bro. You feel me? So that's on my bucket list. So like now I could like be content. Like I'm literally even
Right.
all I have to
Eh,
do is shake. If I shake Romeo's hand, my life is complete, man.
Yo,
I'm
he
gonna say
said, "I never
that.
washing my hand again."
I'm
But
not.
it's like you said, man. It's an experience, and I feel I'm definitely got to see. If you guys, if you're the ticket guy, ticket plug out here in Houston, and if you find me some Aventura tickets for a good price, hit me up. Hit me
Yeah,
up. Might have to snag them for
it's
you.
crazy. He's making bread because he's opened up multiple second like functions for most of
Right.
these states and cities. And he's gonna be in like all of New York too. I've seen like Long Island
Yeah.
and all these other parts too, apart from the Barclays in Brooklyn.
Hmm.
He's also gonna be MetLife Stadium in Jersey. So he's going all around, and that's gonna be a wild scene
Wow. Yep.
over there, especially Jersey and New York.
Especially Jersey and
Man,
New York, because that's like the majority of
and that's where they
Dominicans. That's
from.
where
That's where
they
they
at,
from, and that's where
and that's where
Aventura
they from
came out
too.
of. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
that's gonna be fire. And every time he does New York or Jersey, he always brings
it
like
goes
the best
crazy.
artists too. He always brings the
Hmm.
OGs, bro. He need to start bringing the OGs to the other part of the
To the
other
other part,
cities
yeah,
too,
yeah,
man.
and I agree. I agree, man. I
Yeah.
feel like for me, man, going to like an Aventura concert will be a like a childhood dream come true,
That's what I'm
bro.
telling you. I don't know how you didn't get,
Yeah.
bro. I was waiting pre-sale immediately, bro. This is like on my bucket list. Like I'm telling you, like man, I just can't wait. And it's in May, but I'm so anxious, bro. Like I'm looking forward to it, especially now. I need it more than ever right
Hmm.
now. You know what I'm saying?
Right, 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 right. Par de
Yeah, man.
cortavena.
Yeah,
Y
man.
dos
So
botellas Buchanan.
it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to to experience that. Yeah, I can't wait.
Nah, that's good. That's good, man. I'm glad you getting out there, man, having those experiences because that's where they are. That's what they are. And yeah, just for you guys listening to us, please invest in those type of experiences. I feel like they're life changing, especially when you get to experience, let's say, like an artist that you've been listening to for a long, long time, experiencing them in live
Right,
will be is a whole different story. Like
right.
for me is when I was younger, I got to experience Arcangel live, which
Oh, damn.
yeah, when he first was coming out, they did like a little bit. I used to live in Puerto Rico for those that don't know. They did it was like carnival season in Santurce, and they brought him out and he sang that song that the most iconic song by Arcangel,
Amar a ciegas.
Amar a Ciegas, live
Yeah,
with the violinist, bro. That was a
yeah.
whole different experience.
Damn. Why is it that the sad songs always are the biggest songs?
I feel like they connect with people more, bro.
Now that I think about it, artists are smart, bro. Artists
Mm-hmm.
are smart because they know
Mm-hmm.
heartbreaks are like a big thing, and people vent and people's outlet to heartbreaks, I guess, would be music.
Music and alcohol.
I don't know about alcohol, but
I'm just
I mean,
saying, bro.
yeah. I mean,
I'm just
I'm not
saying.
advising that, but
But yeah,
just
yeah,
let music, flow
music
through your
is a big
veins. You know what I'm
outlet.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
So,
You throw some Aventura, some OG,
some bachata, any bachata, man.
any bachata, bro.
But
And
yeah,
even some of
not
the well, merengue is more and more like a get me up and dancing.
so not. But talking about that, we didn't even get to touch on that. I think Aventura might be coming out with an album, man. That'd be fire. One
Mm,
last album, but they need to
that'll
get
be
that. They need to
fire.
get that OG touch though. They can't bring this new
Yeah,
style of
no, 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 no. I need some
bring
OG,
that
bro.
old that SL Bajo, that old Bajo. That, you know what I'm saying? That
Mm-hmm.
OG,
What's his name?
that
Lenny need to,
funky
yeah,
Mikey. Hey, like
Lenny,
Mikey, funk,
Mikey.
funk, funk.
We need to
Yeah.
get that because man, if I'm being honest, bro, their last album was good, but it wasn't as good as like their other album.
Wait. So let's go into this debate. What would you say was your favorite Aventura album? You probably gotta look them up. I think it's gonna mine is gonna be either We Broke the Rules, because that's when they came into bachata, and basically them saying we broke the rules was them breaking the bachata rules and bringing a new sound, also that Spanglish, into bachata and changing the whole bachata scene. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that one was one of my favorites. If not, I'll have to look at the other albums. But
yeah, now that the album is like the I would say the face, not even the face, but like the turning point between old school bachata and new school bachata.
Right.
For me, I would say God's Project. I like that
yeah.
one. They got a couple.
Yeah,
couple
God's
of my
Project
favorite
is a
songs.
banger. Yeah.
In that album, you know, we got La Boda. You know,
I thought La Boda was on the last album they did.
No. Because La Boda came out in 05.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh I think So damn, hold up. I think my favorite Aventura album is Love and Hate. Dang. Love and Hate has some bangers, bro. You got La Película. La Película is one of my favorite songs right now. I'm not gonna lie. I've been having it on repeat. El Manita, Mi Niña Cambió. Damn, I'm Sorry. Llorar, Te Invito. Dang. I Love and Hate got some, I mean, you feel me?
Yeah, I mean, all their albums, I would say all their albums are good, but I just didn't really, the last one, I wasn't really convinced that it was an Aventura album.
Hold up, bro. Hold up. Generation Next. The first one was crazy. Cuando volverá Alexandra, La Novelita, Amor Bonito, No lo perdona Dios, Un poeta enamorado. Damn. Wait, so you said the last one? Are you referring to the last 2009? 2009? That was good. That was good, bro.
I mean, it was good album, but
it wasn't the same sound. It was more pop. I feel like
it was more, exactly like it wasn't
not pop, but like pop bachata. You know what I mean?
It was more like modernized bachata.
Yeah, modernized. Yeah, you're right. Because they had Spanish Fly with Ludacris and Wyclef Jean. They had Akon on there. Now I see what you're saying. Yeah,
but they had a couple. They had a couple hits.
Tu Jueguito, Peligro, La Tormenta. La Tormenta is a banger.
Dile al Amor, that was a good song too.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a good album, but for me, it's not like I wouldn't if I was to rank all like my top 5 Aventura albums, that wouldn't be on my top 5.
All right, how about this? What's your favorite Aventura song? Let's just say that.
Oh, favorite Aventura song. Oh, there's so many, man. There's so many.
You got to go for one. You got to go with one, man. Damn, that's hard. I ain't gonna lie. That's hard.
I would say.
Damn, that's hard.
It's between two.
Okay.
It's between La Boda.
Okay.
Y solo por un beso.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, I think. Damn, that's hard. That's a hard question, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I like all Aventura songs. Damn. All right. So I like,
or the one we done on Mal. That's
a banger. I got multiple. I mean, I love Our Song. Our Song is fire. Our Song is fire. El Manita is a banger. La Tormenta, La Película. Yeah, I feel like all Aventura's heartbreak songs is my favorites. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they're all heartbreak songs.
Yeah, I mean, No, but some of them is like Amor de Madre.
That was a good song.
Un Chichi, Te Invito. Some of them are not really. Some of them are like heartbreak, but not really. But Romeo's un tigre, bro. Romeo you feel me? He's nasty.
So nasty.
Yeah, bro. Because
I do want to say. No. Continue your thought.
No, I was gonna say. I'm saying he's a bit crudo in a way, because damn, bro, that one song, what was it called? El Papel. He had, bro, Romeo had en El Papel. He had versión amante and versión marido. Like he had two versions, and he's basically like talking about like a relationship that was that had infidelidad, so like cheating, and he gave the perspective of the woman sides. Right, the woman talking to her man and her man's reaction to all of this, and knowing things have been off, not the same, and also the version of the guy basically. What's the term for that? The homewrecker? I don't know.
I guess so. Yeah.
The guy she
Yeah.
cheated on him with, or yeah,
The side piece.
basically. And that guy is more like, hey, he's more so like kind of like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying, leave him, you
You
know,
don't
mess with
need
me.
him.
Yeah, you don't need him, leave him, you got me. So I think Romeo is crazy because he does a lot of real life scenarios, and that's why people like listening to Aventura. It's fire.
Yeah, yeah. I would say, man, if you guys are not into Aventura, even if you don't understand Spanish, I would say just listen to it.
Right.
Let the music run through your veins. Now, I do have an unpopular opinion, bro,
Mm-hmm.
or an unpopular question. What's your least favorite Aventura song?
Damn. Honest, damn. All right. So let me see. I'd have to look
I
at
have
this.
one in mind.
I'm gonna say I don't have one, but if I did have one, all right, you can go say yours first, and I'll think of mine.
Obsession. I'm tired of it, bro.
What?
Bro, you
That's
just do play
literally
that,
that's the number
bro.
one song they got. It's on the thing on the charts.
And I feel like that's why I hate it. Well, I don't hate it, but I don't like it that much.
Damn, worst Aventura song. Man, I don't really don't have one, bro. I'd say Spanish Fly. Yeah, Spanish Fly was trash with Ludacris and Wyclef Jean. I didn't like that song. I didn't like that. I feel like any of the collabs that he had with like the only, I don't know. I feel like the only ones they had was like let me see who else. Not because Usher was with Romeo.
With Romeo, that was a fire.
Nah,
I
I say
say
Aventura's worst song. And Romeo, I love Aventura. You know what I'm saying? Michael just put me on the spot. It's Spanish Fly. Don't sing that at the concert, please.
Nah.
But yeah, but nah, man. I think we can wrap it up right here, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, we went a little bit all over the place, but you know, sometimes this is what happens. We take a turn. Next thing when you know, we end up at a whole different city. But you know, thank you guys. Like always, thank you guys for tuning in.
Got to get that website running, man.
We got to get the website running. I don't have an exact timeline, but it is soon. We did have a giveaway that's still going on.
Pending.
Yeah. Just it was the season finale. Go ahead and watch that video. We give the giveaway details, and just follow the instructions. And once we are live with the website and the merch is live, we'll pick two winners. And yeah. But don't have a concrete timeline just yet. We should have one maybe by the next episode. I can give you guys somewhat of an estimation of how long everything's gonna take because we gotta test out a couple things, you know, gotta finish the samples and all that for the merch. So yeah, we'll give you guys a better timeline.
Nah, yeah, sounds good, man. Yeah, definitely be attentive to that. You know, keep your notifications on, especially on Instagram. Maybe we notify you through there. But keep checking us out every week. Make sure to like this video, as you guys always do. Keep showing us love. Keep showing us support. Before we go, I do want to say, if you're going through anything, guys, just remember, a prayer there's the power of prayer. The power of prayer is important. So remember to always pray. Get on your knees and pray, though, you know what I'm saying, so you could really connect with God. And remember that he's an outlet. He's your friend. He's everything. So don't be afraid to do so, and I think it's important to do so whenever you feel alone. And just keep that in mind. Keep pushing. Anything that may be going on in life, good and bad, remember to always pray. It's good to pray, and I'm saying it based off experience. So I'm happy, you know what I'm saying, been going to church, been man, today I went to church and it was powerful, man. It was powerful. The message was powerful. I felt, God's presence there, and man, it was something incredible. So if you guys, have any church that you can go to that, you feel is preaching, the right thing, because there's a lot of, my pastor always says it, like there's a lot of churches that are not really preaching the right thing, and they're, just there for the money, literally. So if you can find a genuine church that actually is preaching, the word and preaching good things, man, I really advise you guys to do that. It helps me, you know what I'm saying, and I feel better, You know what I mean? So definitely look into that, guys. But we're at the end of the episode. I'm sorry to get into religion, but I want to share that with you guys because this is something that's is beautiful when you're in it. You know what I mean? But make sure you like this video, guys. Like we always say, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe. If you also have been here with us supporting, if you like this video, make sure to comment. But also let us know any ideas or any potential episodes that you want us to have in the future. If there's any possible collabs that you may consider, let us know as well. We're more than open to do so. But as always, remember to subscribe and let's vibe. Peace.
Amor y paz. Nos vemos en el concierto de Aventura.